free at last. I thank God I'm free at last. Free at last, free at last. I thank God I'm free at last.
Yakare, 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 Suyache, Yakare, 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 Suyache, Yakare, Yakare. Finished. Over in Christ. Listen, hear me. Do you know why some of us are in this state now? And I want you to believe me. There are battles your parents refuse to fight. Listen to me. I'm speaking to you by the Spirit. There are battles that if your parents agree to fight by the Spirit, by now you would have been 10 years ahead of your contemporaries. But you've not even started fighting your own battles for destiny. You are still managing a backlog of battles, and God sent you here to receive help. And there are some of you right now, if you abscond from it carelessly, you are programming trouble for your children. Man of God, God has brought you here to help you. The kind of ministry God has given you, you do not yet have the stamina to excel in that ministry. And you take an arrogant, careless step without help, you will be surprised how you will go down. The satanic kingdom is an intelligent system. It's an intelligent system. The victory of the believer is established in experience on account of spiritual intelligence and faith. If all it took was just knowing what Christ has done, then God will not waste his time giving us the anointing. The presence of the anointing is clue as to how stubborn Satan is. Did you hear what I said? The presence of the anointing, in spite of the finished work of Christ, the presence of the anointing that God still anoints and re-anoints in ever increasing measure, is proof that there is a stubborn satanic cadre that will not let your destiny go, not without a fight. And while I was praying, I cried to God. I said, Lord, let this miracle service not just be a waste of people's time. Let it be that somebody will come here. Look at the testimony of the lady, bleeding profusely. You heard the testimony. Look at that kind of demonic thing, bleeding profusely, and yet medical science could only go so far. The enemy has done this. You may not be bleeding as a woman, but when you see, blood stands for life. When life is drained out of you, what is left is death. Life can be represented as your finances, can be represented as any other thing. But the woman with the issue of blood said, I will not wait till he comes to me. Jesus had no business seeing her. She created space for her miracle that day. If you were Jesus's secretary that morning, you would not record as part of his itinerary that he was going to heal a centurion nor a woman with the issue of blood. The major miracles that happened that day came on demand. Anger and hunger combined together.
Free at last, free at last. I thank God I'm free at last. Free at last, free at last.